Alrighty, welcome to Inebriated Analysis, episode number 7, the AA meeting you want to be at. My name is Farid, and I'll be your host today. And today I'm joined by
Dino,
Pete, and Chris.
Wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. We're running on, 3 weeks in a row that the whole gang is here?
Yeah, it's kind of a miracle.
Yeah. So today I've mixed things up again. I've got some Red's Hard Apple Black Cherry Cider.
Ooh,
sounds festive.
It's a different cider. There's black cherry. It's not peach. It's not apple.
It looks so clear.
I've had that before, I think, and I think it was when you brought it over like Paul's old place, and
Actually?
it was really good.
It looks like if you put a little not enough Kool-Aid in some water.
It just looks so clear. Like
Yeah.
I can see through
It's
it.
actually good.
Is it?
Yeah.
We'll find out. What about you, Dino? What'd you bring today?
Throwback to the first episode, I'm drinking Victory Sour Monkey Triple Sour.
Nice.
I love my sours.
So yeah, you're a sour boy, huh?
Definitely a sour boy.
I got something you might want to try then.
Well,
yeah,
before we get there.
let's hear what you got.
So a revelation came to me. I was eating Taco Bell, and I was like, man, I got to be more cultural, right? So I decided to go to More Brewing and get Mas Chila. It's a Mexican-style lager,
Oh, it looks cool.
right? Not bad. It has like a same thing. I've always brought stuff with because I brought that Pillar of Beasts beer a few weeks ago. It had the same type of design with like the Day of the Dead skulls on it.
Yeah. That's not Day of the Dead.
What is it? It's a skull on it.
It's a skull.
So what is that? Why? It's Hispanic and there's a skull on it? What is?
But it has like special designs on it when it's
Dia
Day
de
of the Dead.
Muertos has a totally different design on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Are you the one that grabbed the Mexican style
Actually,
lager?
Funny enough, that what was the name of that brewery that you got the last one with the skulls on it?
Three Floyds.
I saw that today when I was looking for
that same beer?
Yeah.
We're like, oh look,
Yeah, it's like $25 for 4 of them. I was like, hell no.
we need to. I paid like $15.
That's
for
why we
one?
need Patreon subscribers.
For 4.
Oh, dude, I was at Binny's and it was $24.99 for a 4-pack.
That must have been really good.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You know why? They heard the podcast and they're like, "Oh, we gotta bump up these prices."
By the way, as a Puerto Rican, I'm offended.
Chris,
Please don't even know the word for Dia de Muertos.
Chris, you eat cheese pizza for Christ's sakes. All right, what beer did you get, Chris, that shows your true colors?
So actually, a friend of the podcast gave me this to try out. It's a Euphoria. It has some goose with blood orange in it and key lime. And this is a Mars. Yeah, this is Mars Brewing.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
I like the black can.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's really
cool.
trippy, dude.
So-
I like it.
So what is it with your beers? Very interesting names. Like I'm looking at mine. It literally says what's in it.
Yeah, we got craft beers.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get craft beer. When you get craft beer, they come up with special names, not like your corporate style
Yeah,
alcohol.
Interesting. Well, on the topic of beers, that's a great segue into our sponsor for today's episode, which is Patreon. If you'd like to support our content and would like to give us some money to go buy some different beers, feel free to give us a look on patreon.com/inebriatedanalysis. We've got a whole bunch of different tiers and a couple different reward options. We're currently working on getting a Discord set up for the podcast and still in the works on that $10,000 tier. I offered it to Steph and she said she wouldn't take it. So
My mom said she wouldn't take it. She didn't understand me.
Yikes. Yeah. I mean, we need more Patreon subscribers so we can supply Peter with his $25 4-packs.
Please, guys. It's just I'm in college. It sucks. I spent all my money on craft beer. Got kicked out of my house.
Yeah, and
yeah, you got something interesting in your hands. Is that our taste test for the week?
this is our taste test for
All
the
right,
week.
please do explain.
So it's actually me and Peter got our beers at the same time because we went Thursday
We're
to
not
go.
like that, though.
Yeah, we are like that. Don't lie. We went Thursday to go pick up some beer from the same company, More Brewing, and it's called Cholula. It is also a Mexican style beer, but it's a sour with mango and chili spice. So I'm actually pretty excited to see how this turns out.
Didn't you get Taco Bell?
I did get
before the
Taco
tea?
Bell. I literally had Taco Bell.
That looks like a really weird version of Molcajete on the label of that.
It could be.
If it's not, though, it's totally different. But it kind of looks like
I
it.
believe it is.
Pour it in that amazing glass you got there.
Yeah.
With that logo on it.
This is super yellow because of the mango.
Oh man. You pour it like the new guy at the bar job.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Nice.
Oh, I just bumped.
Nice. Here,
Yeah,
even
Peter,
though
if you
you
could
don't
also
like
put your can on the coaster, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Oh God,
it.
what
There's
is
still
smell?
there's still a little left if anyone wants some.
This is literally Dole.
You know what this smells like?
This is Dole.
This smells like your fish tank that you didn't clean for
it
like ever.
does.
It just takes me back to that. It
It's
smells
got
like your fish
such
tank.
A bad smell to it.
This
Like
is,
there's a hint of
wait,
mango.
we got a toast too.
Yeah,
right, we
first, I'm just trying to get past the smell of it.
But it
Guys,
only smells.
Just bear with it. Let's do a good toast.
Yeah.
Can you guys act mature, please,
We're gonna
for
be
once?
we're gonna be fine.
Well, cheers,
to
everybody.
episode
7?
7.
7. We're in heaven.
Wow.
Damn it, I just
7.
knocked it
Again, on the way in and on the way.
So sorry.
Good job, Peter.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Actually,
I like it.
Tastes like Dole.
I really like the mango at the end.
It's got a strong
Yeah,
mango
actually, no, I
yeah,
do like it.
flavor.
Actually, pretty good.
It's not as sour as I thought it was gonna be.
Nah, not at all. But it's
Definitely,
pretty good.
definitely a lot more mild.
Yeah. But I like the mango taste, and it's also got like a pretty strong mango aftertaste too.
I don't really taste the chili actually.
I don't either.
Which I'm a little disappointed.
Nah.
You want some chili flakes?
No, I think I'm okay.
Throw some in there.
Put some Parmesan.
Mm.
Yeah, usually when you get chili, it's like a little bit of that like
Yeah, there's heat.
small kick in the throat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
And there's
none of
nothing.
this. Oh well.
Pretty good.
I like
it's
it.
not awful. It's not the worst thing we've had.
You've done your,
Yeah,
you've
well,
done your
Last week did a pretty good job at that.
Yeah.
you did your heritage proud, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My heritage is happy.
Funny enough,
White.
editor Nick, he's like, "Yo, I want to try some of those pops because you guys made it sound so bad. I want to know if it really is that bad." I said, "Yo, come by tomorrow. I think I still have some in the freezer."
It's
man.
Come by,
actually so
you
bad.
could take them off my.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Tell them you could have the my taste test too with the berry whites or the gummy bears. Take those.
Who did I talk to? I talked to someone else and they said that they've tried those and it was Nick as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think he's had those as well.
So we the person who gave me this beer actually gave us that gummy shit before as well.
Not that same beer though.
Oh, really? I thought it was the same
It
thing.
was a different brewery that we got. It was also named. It was named a Gummy Vortex or something like that.
Okay.
It was an IPA.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't like that bad when there was the IPA, but yeah, God, that last week.
Terrible.
Speaking of last week, how's everyone's week been? Or how was everyone's week?
Pretty good.
You want to start, Dino?
Yeah, sure. I'll start. I've just been getting back into working out. Man, it is so hard to get back into working out.
That sucks. The
It's
first
just-
week.
Yeah, the first couple weeks gonna be rough. So I'm in my second week right now, and it's just it's like the first like month that you're getting back into it is just absolutely brutal. Just like getting back in a swing of things, realizing that you can't do what you used to do after being off for 4 months and not working out, and then realizing that everything you've eaten is so bad for you that you have to stop eating it.
Yep.
Because it's as much of a mental thing as it is a physical thing. Also, like, man, like my legs and my feet just hurt so bad from running. It's terrible. Other than that, I bought a camera. I bought a DSLR camera.
I'm sorry.
what?
Why'd you
Today?
buy a camera?
I've always like wanted to buy like a camera, and I just like finally did it.
Where was the
So-
discussion with us? We could have put that money towards
we
a.
talked about it. You want to do some really good like nude self portraits.
Yeah, I'm opening up an OnlyFans too, so
Right,
I
but
need a
we
high quality
could totally
phone.
use that camera for this
You really
podcast.
want to look through that
Mm.
lens and look.
Dude,
at
DSLR might not have
Dude,
video
the
mode.
camera that I bought is like 5 times worse than the camera we use now.
Yeah, it probably doesn't have video.
All right. Anyways, I also bought it for super cheap. So
Hmm.
I mean,
fair.
it was a great deal. So
You
it
wouldn't
was a
wanna-
it was a D3500 for $175.
That's not bad.
So it was great. The story behind it. So actually, it's a really great story too. So I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and I met up with the person, and I was like, "Why are you selling this for so cheap?" Because like I've seen them like used. They go for like $250,
Yeah.
like the cheapest I found for. And not only that, I got the camera. I got a boom microphone with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Like a
good.
giant.
So it records video.
Yeah, it does. It records video.
Why are you just mentioning this now?
Jesus,
we
man.
could have used that for the
Well,
podcast, and I probably would have not had that 30-minute time limit that we have right now.
Anyways, it's not even that good though.
We'll test it. We'll see.
All right. But it's got like a giant flash thing with it, like what those professional photographers have, that device that you put on top.
Okay.
I'm like a camera noob, so I have no idea what it's called, but it's like an external flash adapter.
That's pretty cool.
And then I got and then I got a backpack with it, So I asked them. So this is like a huge value. You know, that's probably like if I want to resell, I probably resell for like I could definitely make my money back, maybe $250, $300.
Yeah.
And I asked them about like why they were selling it, and they told me that it was their daughter's ex-boyfriend's, and he apparently died.
Oh,
And
Oh,
but
geez.
no.
Mine.
So
Oh, God,
I
what a buzzkill.
so I was like, oh, I'm sorry he died, and they're like, no, don't be. He was a piece of shit. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
And then they're like, well, he made her buy this camera when they were together,
We just
and
lost
then
half our viewers.
and then he never like used it, and then
Wow.
it was crazy, man. They were like going in on him like really hard, and then I was like, do you guys want like I was asking them if they took out the SD card because they're kind of old, and I wasn't sure if they like knew how to take out the SD card, and the mom was like, yeah, I took it out and then I smashed it with a hammer because I didn't want to be reminded of everything he did. I was like, whoa.
That's
Yeah.
special.
Dude,
It was insane.
this was in the suburbs?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's crazy, man. So yeah, that was my week. Pretty good week. Trying to think. Yeah, no, that's. Oh, I mean, I also did. I also cooked some food, like meal prepping and stuff.
Wait.
Yeah, I cooked. Yeah.
What'd you make?
Yeah, what'd you make?
80% lean, 20% fat meat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beef, ground beef.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
ground
did
beef.
you
Oh.
do? Did you add something to it?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
just
I
cooked the meat.
I mean, I seasoned it.
Because people are like, wait, what are you making? I'm making chicken. Oh, okay.
Peter's
I mean,
forever tilted because I beat him in a cook-off with
Oh, you did?
steak seasoning. Forever tilted.
Nah, I just I seasoned it a little bit and then broke it down to portions, and now I'm back to like meal prepping and stuff. I also made a bunch of rice. I also never make rice, so it took like 2 tries to actually get it
Oh,
right.
did I mess it up?
Yeah, the first time I messed it up awfully.
Why'd you get a rice
Horribly.
cooker?
Exactly.
I don't use rice cookers. I use just a pot.
Why not?
I do it naturally, like by hand. You
Right,
know?
don't-
rice cooking's the best way.
I don't want
Rice
to spend the money
cookers
on
are
a.
best.
I don't want to spend the money on a rice cooker.
They're
You
cheap
just
as hell.
dropped all this money on a camera that you, out of the blue, were like, oh yeah, I'm getting a camera now.
Exactly.
Maybe if a
and now I'm
depressed
poor.
old couple will tell you to sell you a rice cooker.
Yeah, I spent all my money on the camera, and now I'm poor. And
This was
I
my
can't use it.
ex-boyfriend's rice cooker.
He was
he's
a
so-
he used the rice cooker to make drugs.
Did you remember to take out the rice from the rice cooker? Yeah, I did. I smashed it with a hammer.
Oh yeah, so that was my week.
What about you, Pete? How was your week?
Oh, it was good. I finally finished classes.
Congrats.
Yep. I
It's
got,
time to enjoy your summer, or
yeah, for like 2 freaking weeks. And,
Wait, what? Do you have another semester coming up or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
fall.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you know it's the same thing. It's that overpriced ride I like to call college. And the other thing I did get was I saw my final exam.
Ooh, how'd you do?
Listen, it's not that I didn't get the grade that I wanted. It's just that I got an 89%.
Oh.
Did they round it up?
Wait. That was your
That was your final or
the
your
final
grade?
exam.
Final
or the
exam, I got an 89%.
So what did that do to your final grade?
My grade was hovering around an 89%.
Oh.
Did you email that teacher like I told you to? If you say no, I swear to God.
We'll stop the podcast right now just to do that.
You piece of shit. Literally email the teacher right after this, because what's going to happen is the teacher, I'm not going to name names, will be like, oh,
Dr.
yeah.
Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, Dr. Doofenshmirtz will be like, oh, you were a good student. Let me give you that bump so you can get extra
But
GPA.
I was a piece of
Yeah, I was
shit.
gonna say
No,
he's,
you weren't.
he's gonna get dropped to a D because of that email.
You were a good fucking student. Just fucking email.
Yeah. I mean, I was good in the sense that I was trying my ass off to solve this bullshit code that she sends us.
Oof. I hope Dr. Doofenshmirtz doesn't hear this podcast.
Otherwise, no, my week was pretty good. I'm
Nice.
glad that I have a little bit of time. Actually, I'm probably going to take some time, play some single player games that I didn't have a chance to play. Like Call of Duty 3.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
Stardew Valley.
So that was your week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. No, pretty good overall.
What,
Really
what
enjoyed
about
it.
you, Chris?
Literally nothing.
Nice.
I've been waiting on some communication back from the seller of the house. Hasn't happened yet. I'm hoping Monday. Other than that, literally just work and fucking like sleeping because my ass was kicked this week at work.
Chris is
Oh,
going to ask
man.
him, hey, why are you selling this house so cheap? That was my
My
ex-boyfriend.
ex-husband's.
You
It
know,
was my wife's ex-boyfriend's.
funny enough that you brought up the house, because my brother's moving out too, and
Oh, yeah?
he just got done with his inspection this week too. So I forgot about that because I didn't go on the inspection with him. But
Yeah.
he was telling me about it, and yeah, everything seems to be up to code, and everything seems to be good. So I guess he's just waiting now.
I can't wait to move out because I want to start meal prepping too. And
You can come here and cook.
It's just so hard to
Well,
do it at home.
yeah, it's so hard to do it because one, my parents, like, I love them, right? But their dishes are fucking disgusting.
Yep.
You
They
can
are
come here and
so
cook.
nasty.
I've got brand new dishes,
I'm not
barely used.
That exactly, like, that's what I want to
Chris
do.
doesn't know how to cook.
I know how to cook.
Instant mac and cheese.
No, I put it in a pot. I boil the water.
I read the instructions on the box.
With the Walmart meals for one.
I squeeze the cheese.
Okay, if there's anything I do like about Walmart, you guys ever seen an everything bagel?
Oh, dude, everything bagels
No.
are amazing.
No,
Oh my
I haven't.
God.
What's that?
So-
I've actually never seen an everything bagel.
What's
Actually-
that?
Never.
What's
in my
that?
life.
It's a
It's a bagel with everything on it.
so like
Oh.
poppy seeds, sesame seeds,
Garlic.
yeah,
Never seen one.
So it just had all the ingredients put on there?
Oh, it's
all
great.
the toppings.
Oh, okay.
And at Walmart, you can get everything bread.
Ooh,
What's on everything bread?
Same thing.
Everything that's on an everything bagel.
I think
That
sesame
seems-
seeds, poppy
Poppy
seeds.
Garlic.
That sounds disgusting
Powder.
on bread. I'm not gonna lie.
No, a bagel is bread.
Yeah, but a bagel is like sweeter than normal bread.
It's bread.
It's a little sweeter.
Bread is sweet.
Bread you say.
Yeah.
So yeah, so everything bread.
Awkward.
I eat wheat.
What'd you do with that?
Oh man, I toasted it and then
Ooh.
and then I put saute some pastrami on the skillet with some sauerkraut, and then I made like a makeshift Reuben.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
God. Yeah, but going back to my story before.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
meal
rudely
prep.
He asked me
interrupted.
while I was cooking, and maybe you could take some insights because
Yeah, but I don't normally cook, but I'm very excited to start meal prepping because I need to start getting on a normal-ish diet.
I gotcha. It's hard to meal prep at home, especially
Yeah.
when you live in a house with a bunch of people and they eat your meal prep too.
Dude.
When I was doing it months back before the quarantine, like I was like really into it. One time I cooked a week's worth of food. I threw it in the fridge, and my dad came home and he ate the whole thing in one night.
We were on Discord last night,
Yeah.
and I had ordered Domino's, which totally against my diet. But I was fucking like eating it. I put it off to the side. We're playing a game. My dad comes up behind me, opens up the box. I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then he started just eating the brownies that I'd gotten. I'm like, "Why? Why are you eating my shit?"
When alpha
Yeah, but
just does it.
it was so annoying. Ugh, but yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's not as grand as you think it is. You'll do it for about a week, maybe, and then you'll be like, man, I could just order food. No one's here to like say anything.
See, this is the thing, right? My goal is this: prep for the work week, so Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'll probably eat out a lot.
the issue is eating the same thing
Yeah.
every day.
Man,
I don't mind that.
Man, I went on a bender just eating Chipotle for like a week straight. It was awful.
Chipotle. Let's
Chipotle.
talk about Potbelly.
Man,
I love pot. I used to get Potbellies when I used to work at my old job.
Yeah, my old job I was right next to one, dude. I got
Oh yeah,
every
we
single
got
day.
lunch together one time.
Yeah, dude. I was customer of the month once.
Oh
It
yeah.
was awesome. Yeah, like
He
they put my
was.
name up on the wall, and I got a lot of texts.
I feel so
How do
fat
you-
after that.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, a lot of people were like, dude, how often do you eat here that they just know your name?
Every day.
What is customer of the month?
It's basically they can find somebody who eats there so often that
Who-
they like honor them and recognize
Who's the
them.
biggest fat ass?
What do you get out of that? Though?
I got a free sandwich.
Do they actually?
One. I got one free sandwich.
Post your picture like a wanted sign on their wall. Get a free sandwich.
Right? Oh, it was fantastic.
Wow.
I enjoyed that free sandwich too. I probably should have gone back and been like, yeah, I'm customer of the month, and I never got my sandwich. Probably could have gotten a lot of free sandwiches.
Going
that
with
way.
different cashiers.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
But
The thing about that was, and the point I was going for with Potbelly is Dino not only ate at Potbelly every day for I don't know how long, he ate the same sandwich every
what sandwich do you got?
single
Every-
time.
Dude, all right. I always get a big roast beef on white. Lettuce,
good.
hot peppers, and hot sauce.
Yeah.
All I ever got. God, it was so good.
that's really good.
You know what I love most about it is that they just automatically toast it for you unless you ask for it cold. But I always love toasted. And then like when
Yeah.
I'd go like somewhere else and they didn't toast it, I was like, why can't you toast it? They're like,
I thought
"We
usually
just
Mike's
can't."
do it.
What?
Jersey Mike's doesn't toast. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I remember once I went to Jersey Mike's and I was like, yeah, can I get toast? And they're like, we don't toast. I was like, what the hell do you mean you don't toast?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Did you deny my service?
I always love getting
You
vinegar
infringing
and
my
red
rights.
wine on my sandwiches.
Oh.
What was that?
Vinegar and red wine.
From where?
Pretty much anywhere. Most
Oh.
places actually have it.
Wait, do you mean red wine vinegar?
Whatever, same shit.
Red
There's-
wine
there-
and vinegar.
Yeah.
No. He said vinegar and red wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like
And red
there-
wine
it's
on the
two
side.
different
You put wine on your sandwich.
whatever it's called.
It's called red wine vinegar.
Whatever.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I have white wine vinegar in my.
Guys, that's
Nice.
literally what it is.
It's the same thing.
It's
Yeah.
not.
No, it isn't.
Red
It's
wine.
not.
Red wine is
You're
a
putting
drink.
wine.
I just literally didn't add vinegar on the end of it.
You said no. You said. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry, Chris.
All I know is
Please
they
put-
take 2 bottles and they squirt. So I assumed that it was
You're right, Chris.
Two
Put
different
red
sauces.
wine and vinegar.
sure.
Okay.
Vinegar
Great.
and red wine.
Glad we got that sorted.
Yeah. So how was your week?
So my week leads into a discussion that may take a little longer than I was looking to spend on it. Sorry, I keep looking back at the clock because we're right at that 30-minute mark, which means it's gonna have to shut off and turn right back on. But
Yeah.
first thing is, thank God my parents don't hear this podcast. I have recently started learning how to ride a motorcycle with my neighbor. So I was out there today, out there
Nice.
last night, and I may be out there tonight. We'll see how long we're here for, and I'll be out there tomorrow for sure.
Cool.
So
We
how-
go to the parking lot across the street and just
Okay, good. I
yeah,
was gonna say be careful.
yeah. No, I'm not really planning on going on roads.
What's been your most favorite part about riding a motorcycle so far?
Racing for pink slips.
Exactly.
The looks you get from dudes.
Well, no, it's just we're literally in the parking lot. It's empty. No one else is there. Best part so far has just been like the feeling of the wind when you're at like 30 or 40 miles an hour. It's again, never been on a motorcycle, so the adrenaline kicks in, and I'm just like, at 20 miles an hour, I'm like, damn, I'm going too fast.
Man, just wait till you start doing figure eights in the parking lot. Nah,
Yeah.
that's the most fun.
No.
When I went through my motorcycle class, that was like the last day. I was just doing these like figure eights and getting like really low and doing the turns. It was,
Did anyone ever crash a motorcycle?
yeah, they did. Yeah,
Oh, really?
My
You wearing a
neighbor did.
helmet?
Yeah.
Good.
yeah. Do you wear jeans and gloves,
No gloves,
boots?
jeans,
Just
and
jeans?
my shoes. I mean, again, I'm going in a straight line in a parking lot,
Hmm.
so I'm just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you die from that takes some real skill, actually.
Hey man, Darwin Awards, they're a thing.
Yeah. What's it called? No, I had a couple people fall when they were practicing, and dude, those things are heavy, man. If there's one thing when I remember from riding was like, you just think like, I think your instinct from like riding a bike kicks in, where you can just kind of like lean it on your leg and hold it up. That's not the case with a bike or with a motorcycle. Those things
Yeah.
are so heavy, and like I think that's what this one person did. They just kind of like thought they can hold it up with their leg, and it just fell on them, like crushed their leg.
Ooh.
But I mean, they were fine. But I mean, I guess crushing their leg is like a little too graphic. But it was more like it just kind of like was on top of their leg. I mean, the instructor came like picked it up and they walked off. But yeah, no, I was just curious if you were wearing that other stuff because when I went through my class, they mandated that you had to wear high ankle shoes or boots, gloves, and jeans. Oh, and also a long sleeve shirt
Yeah, they just don't want to be liable for shit.
and a helmet, of course. But they offered that.
you went to a class. I'm learning this in a parking lot with a friend of mine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Do you plan on buying a motorcycle?
No.
why you should?
Had this talk with my fiance, and
Wait, you have a fiance?
She
Yeah, you
shut
didn't know
that
that?
shit down, didn't
Oh
she?
shit! Since
Talking
when?
about like 2 podcasts.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's the one with the bad audio.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I gotta
The
mention that.
legendary
That was the Forgotten Child.
But
That's
yeah,
the best podcast we've done. Anyways,
we talked about it, and it's not in our best interest if I were to have a bike. So I can respect that. She's at least letting me ride around in the parking lot, and I'm having some fun with it. But I don't know if I'd actually, again, it's only been 2 days, so I'm still learning it. But I don't know if I'd really want to ride on the streets because I know how dumb people are in cars. So,
Yeah.
watch some moto vlogs and you'll change your mind real quick.
oh, I've watched a lot of them.
Watch them again.
Which dealership did you want to go to tomorrow? Like
You know, it's funny.
Suzuki, Mitsubishi. I don't know.
Harley Davidson.
She jokingly said, I asked her, I'm like, I was surprised because I told my buddy he wanted me to ride, and I'm like, ask Steph and see what happens. And he's like, okay, well, you ask her. I'm like, no, here's her number, go text her. And he texted her, and she said, yeah. And I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, now I'm going to, like, buy a bike. She's like, okay. I'm like, what? Apparently she was being facetious. I didn't know this until today, and I was already looking at bikes online all day.
Isn't it crazy how like budget friendly they are?
You should like do a test that another time. Like, hey Steph, I'm gonna buy some dildos.
Why do we go there?
Go ahead.
Anyways, as I was saying, no, it's very budget friendly for bikes. Like you can get like a 2-year-old bike for like $8 grand, maybe even less.
You can get a new one for like 10.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't it really?
It's crazy how
Isn't it really gas
insurance.
friendly?
It's very gas friendly and it's very insurance friendly
Yeah,
too.
that's what I was saying.
Depends on how many CCs you're getting, really. I was thinking about getting a bike for a while.
Well, your name has 1 C in it.
Nice.
But yeah, that's not the point I was trying to get to when I said we're gonna have a long discussion about this.
Yeah.
So the thing that happened this week is a business opportunity opened itself up for me.
Oh really?
So you guys weren't there, but Dino, myself, and a couple of our other friends, we used to go to an internet cafe, is what I'm going to call it. We called it the Gaming Lounge. There's
You were telling us about
there's a place not too far from here where you could go. They have computer setups. They've got PlayStations, Xboxes, a Rock Band studio, and we used to go there like every Friday night. Was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And a buddy of mine hit me up and he said, "Hey, have you ever been to one of these places?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have been." Like, why? What's up? And he's like, "Well, after this whole COVID thing stops, I was thinking about opening one up." I was like,
Wow.
I was like, interesting.
Sounds awesome.
So him and I are gonna sit down, run some numbers, figure out what things cost. I already have an investor involved, so
Well, if you need a consultant to help you price together some PCs
yeah, no,
or build PC, I'm your man.
So we're gonna have a good discussion about that. I don't know when, because none of this stuff is gonna happen until after COVID.
Yeah. So probably at least a year.
Okay.
So you're saying that I don't have to go rent an apartment anymore, right?
You can just live above the place or at the place.
You could we'd probably
could
cut you a
live
deal.
in the place.
Yeah, instead of hourly, we'll charge you monthly.
That's fair.
Well, you know that's a thing in Japan. They
It
have
doesn't surprise me.
internet cafes that are individual booths
Oh yeah.
that people rent for the month.
Oh, for the month.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's it's literally like a little bigger than this table. It's not wide, but it's a little long.
Yeah.
And people they've got like their pillow and their blanket. They sleep basically under the desk.
Oh yeah, that looks comfy though.
Imagine this, right? Some older dude comes in,
They do.
spends the month there. Imagine cleaning that up.
Well, the thing is, they even let him smoke in there. There was a Vice documentary about it, and they followed a dude who was a bit older,
Yeah.
and they live there. I mean, they've got food there. They've got anything you could need, showers, all that other stuff.
Dude, that seems like
Showers
like a
seems
nerd's
useless.
dream. I would
That's
love to
awesome.
have that.
Well, we have like I don't want to say it's something similar, but like we have people that, like here we can live in motels and stuff. It's
Yeah,
like a lot
but-
larger of an area. But,
Actually,
but they offer like free internet and stuff, but you just have to have your own.
Motels gives you a lot more space.
Actually,
though.
our buddy
It does.
told us that. Remember that we had a friend that after she wanted to move out of her house because she found out that staying in a Motel 8
Yeah,
was cheaper than paying the rent.
yeah,
it is for some places.
Yeah, that's crazy though, right?
Yeah.
I remember when I talked to them. That's when I came to the realization. I was like, whoa, you can actually live in a motel. Like that's
That sounds
crazy.
awesome. I want to do that.
No, you don't want to live in a
that's
motel.
fine.
Yeah, you don't want to live in a motel because down the road it complicates things.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to buy a place, they're going to be asking for like references and shit. They're going to be like, where the fuck were you living for like the last however many years?
I take it it's not
In the
acceptable.
ditch.
I take it it's not acceptable to just say I was living in a motel for several months.
Months, maybe you can be like, oh, I was displaced or make something up. But if it's like years, that's going to be hard.
I knew a guy that lived in one for years.
Yeah,
He
that's going to be
still
hard.
lives in
I
one.
live by the quarry.
God.
Crazy.
I feel like at that point, being homeless would be a bit more accepted. But
Yeah, honestly. Stigmas, dude.
can you imagine going through a homeless phase?
Not really.
Not yet. I mean,
Not yet.
not
I
yet.
I mean,
Maybe one day. Yeah,
I
'cause
guess it wouldn't be bad, just pull out a sign. Anything helps.
Now let me ask you
Retired
this.
veteran.
If you went through a
Yikes.
homeless phase, would you say that was your worst phase?
No, actually, I would not. And funny you should say that, right? Because Let me tell you, I've definitely gone through a phase in middle school.
That seamless transition.
Seamless. You want me to start?
Yeah, tell us. What
All
was
right,
this
yeah.
middle school phase?
So I was, when I was younger, I definitely listened to a lot more metal. It started off as like Metallica or Megadeth, and it started going into like screamo metal bands like After the Burial and all that kind of stuff.
Avenged Sevenfold.
A7X.
So, right, I grew out my hair long to my shoulders. I played guitar. I wore all black. Had some, blood restricting jeans.
Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
you just
Yep.
described someone else I know.
It was really
And
funny
I was
to watch.
I was super metal to the max. You know what I mean? I can actually show you guys.
Well, while he's pulling it up, do you guys remember Zach? I'm not going to go into last names.
The dreadlocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was the first person I smoked with. Him and Sam. It was interesting.
Wow.
Have you seen him recently?
No.
Dreadlocks were even longer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was
Oh,
gonna say.
yeah, I saw him at Walmart once.
I was gonna say I saw him. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
he looks like a
They're like the
badass.
nicest people, though.
Yeah, he's
You'd
awesome.
never expect it.
Really chill.
Yeah.
Never had a bad interaction with him.
That's why I called my mom earlier, just to have her send me the picture.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So you really do have hair. Okay, I hate that I'm going to say this and you're not going to appreciate it, but that haircut reminds me a lot of Brendan.
No, you know what that is? Somebody literally just put a helmet on you and then cut around the helmet.
Guys, listen, right? People can pull off perms in the 80s. Okay, I can pull it off now.
Yeah, but when you look back at people with perms in the 80s, what do you think about them?
Hey, I had a teacher in high school that had a perm.
One-
He was a
Oh,
badass.
One
okay?
teacher, though.
Don't
Yeah.
get, he was a baller.
Who?
Yeah, he was. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah,
his
no,
name-
he was a bodybuilder. He was our psych
I mean,
teacher.
fuck it. We'll cut it
Wait,
out,
what
right?
grade?
We'll just mute this.
No, what
He
grade?
was like junior, senior.
Oh, this was in high school.
Yeah, it was
high
high
school.
school.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
then I won't know him.
So,
Yeah.
when I was listening to that, right, when I was playing guitar and stuff, I was like thinking, like, man, I just want to be in a band. I just want, have that rock star life, right?
Yep.
And then I looked like I realized I looked like a freaking idiot. And I
Didn't
got
we
a
try to
haircut.
start a band once?
Yeah, we did. We suck.
We did.
You guys also tried starting a podcast. Remember that?
Oh God, I know.
No?
And
Only
so
takes 2 times, apparently.
the weirdest thing I had was when I finally decided to cut it, and I legit I felt lightheaded.
Really?
I couldn't walk. Yeah, I couldn't walk straight because I had so much hair on my head.
Your equilibrium.
I
is
can
off.
relate.
Yeah. People, and you know what people were telling me before? It's like, Peter, you used to walk around a little with your head tilted just slightly to the left. I'm like, I imagine myself going through my hallways just.
Well, that's just because you were hitting the ceiling and you had to.
Yeah, you just had to make sure you weren't hitting your head.
Listen, I don't appreciate that. I'm self-conscious about my height.
You should be. Freaking
Yeah, at least you're
Jolly
not
Green
short.
Giant.
You're right. You know what?
Speaking of short people, Dino, would you like to tell us about your face?
I'm not that short. Okay.
Went
I'm
4 feet to 4.5 feet.
I'm average. Okay.
That's
I'm
what short people say.
You know what? I'm average, but I'm not tall enough to be swiped right on Tinder right away
Oof.
for my height.
God, there was some
I hate
fucker
that.
on Tinder that was like, I need somebody with 6 feet or that's 6 feet tall to stand next to a 5'11" person, and then a 5'11" to stand next to a 5'10", so that my 5'9" looking ass can look tall.
No, I saw this one thing where it's like, how tall are you without describing your height? And someone put it perfectly. They're like I'm tall and I'm tall enough to be considered average, but not tall enough to be considered tall on Tinder. And I was like, man, that is the perfect description for it.
And what are your enough about your shortcomings? Okay. Can you tell us about your phases?
Yeah. So actually, I think you guys remember a few years back when I grew out my hair, and
Oh.
yeah.
I think you look handsome
I also
in that.
no man. I was going through those
No.
old photos. Man, what was I thinking with these? And oh no, it was a man bun look too. So that was before I started working out and taking my health seriously. I want to say I was close to like when I hit rock bottom and stuff, because I was just I went through a phase where I was always had the short hair look, and I was always clean shaven, and I was like, man, following everything by the book at work. And then I became very rebellious at work because they were gonna fire me, and I was like, all right, I thought they were gonna fire me.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if you're gonna fire me, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna keep up my appearance anymore and anything like that. So I grew out my hair, and I was down to my shoulders, and then I put in a man bun. I just think it looked good, and man, it looks so awful.
You also dyed it too.
Yeah, I also dyed it blonde as well. I was gonna get to that, but yeah, I also dyed it blonde, and then
I remember that.
and I shaved off, and then like it was more of an evolution. So first off, it just like I just grew it out.
You digivolved, right?
Yeah, basically. So first I just grew it out, and then after that I had shaved the sides off, and then dyed the top. I'm sorry, I shaved the sides and the back, and then I dyed the top. You know, like basically like what the old man bun fashion trend was about 5 years ago.
You were like I don't know, Napoleon looking samurai.
No, but
it was bad.
It was awful.
I thought he was handsome. Okay.
You know what was the changing point when I knew I needed to cut it was when I was with Farid. We were at a store picking up something, and he had like a receipt. He's like, "Hey, I'm here to pick something up." And the guy, and like I had my hair in a ponytail back then.
Oh no.
And the worker like went to the back. He's like, "This guy." He's like, he's like, "Hey, this person needs help." And they're like, "Who?" And then he's like, "The guy with his girlfriend."
Oh.
And I was like, I was like, "Oh, it's time to cut it."
You're a very handsome woman.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah, that was my phase. That was just one of the many phases of my younger days.
Yeah,
so we're gonna put a photo of that up.
Yeah,
So
I got a
good.
photo.
you were the gender bender filter before that was a thing.
I guess we can put it like that. No, just a guy with long hair with long blonde hair. That.
You know Herms?
Oh God. No.
Anyways, Chris, what about you? What was your phase?
So my life has been best described as Frieza because I have so many forms. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. In middle school, from elementary to middle school, I was actually like the popular kid,
Nice.
and I was hanging out with Brandon, if you remember him.
Can't relate. I was.
Brendan?
I was.
No, Brandon.
I was one of the unpopular kids.
And then-
Surprisingly.
Losers Unite. Airfest.
And then towards like 8th or 9th grade, I started becoming a nerd and hanging out with him and Hube more.
Yeah, let's play some Halo all night.
Yeah, and
Nice.
Modern Warfare 2. And then there was an emo phase in there where, I listened to like,
MCR.
yeah, Chemical Romance.
I also- I
Panic
still
at the
listen to
Disco.
them.
I mean, so do I, but
I also went through that phase, but I couldn't find a photo of it, so I didn't want to say it.
yeah, God. And then, now I'm just embracing the nerdiness, and my hair, it went from short to long to short to now bald. So I'm hoping this is my
form is bald.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this is
You're
my
bald.
golden Frieza, and it just stays this way.
Isn't it great how like when you get older, you just kind of embrace everything that you used to be so
Yeah.
embarrassed of, and you're just like, you know what, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Literally,
I don't know how Chris does it. I can't.
the mantra is just fuck it. If they're gonna make fun of me, go for it.
But then it's
I
also
don't
crazy
care.
too, because like a lot of this stuff is like more socially acceptable nowadays. Like watching anime has become very acceptable, and like playing video
Yeah.
game stuff. It's like, wow, where was this when I was younger?
Wait,
Yeah.
watching anime has become socially acceptable?
Yeah,
To let everybody know, I'm not ready to come out yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say I missed
You're a
that.
weeb.
I
Certain.
missed that one.
Certain ones, not everything yet.
There are some things that will never become socially acceptable. At least I hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some
Like
things that will never
anime.
be, but no, a lot of it is.
But yeah,
Fred, what about your phase?
Yeah,
So
what
which
about your
picture?
phase?
Which picture are we putting up for that?
Oh God, I don't know yet. I think my worst phase was probably my emo one,
Oh.
and I'll throw a photo
Did you
that
like
way.
the smosh haircut with like the bowl like over your eyes?
See, yeah, that was the problem. Like my hair used to be so long, it would come into my eyes, and then I would need to like do the head flipping shit to get it out, and like it was just like a tick at that point. And when I cut my hair, I noticed I would still do it, and it was a problem. I had to like train myself out of it.
I forgot to mention too that when I had finally cut it all off, I was doing that for a while. Now I never
Yeah.
used my hands to like do it, but like I would just kind of like flip my head
Yep.
back and do it. So like for a while, like after I get done showering, I would just do it, and like there was no hair to flip around.
Yeah.
I mean, the best part is you guys ever get just a fresh haircut, and you do the run around your
Yeah.
fingers right through the back of your skull.
Yep.
I mean, for Chris, it must be orgasmic because he doesn't have any freaking
Dude,
hair.
no,
But,
it's
like-
so nice because it's like stubble.
Let me-
I was gonna say, is it
let me
like
try.
really-
is it like when you run
It's
your
really
fingers through-
smooth right
I
now.
was gonna say, is it like when you run your fingers through Velcro?
You
And
know
just
what?
It's
I
like
don't
when I
wanna
touch
do
my
it.
This
gooch.
is the first. It's so smooth for the most part.
oh, that's nice.
I'm good. I don't want to touch another man's head like that.
You should.
It's not
nice.
bad. I mean, I got off a little bit off. that.
The weird part is it's actually hot because heat leaves your head.
You want to see what the best part is when the winter time comes around and you're really sweaty, or you see all that steam come off the top of your
I
head.
hope so. It's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be the best part. I'm looking forward to that.
Farid, what's your final form?
So it actually wasn't my final form. It was one of my first forms, which I'm gonna have to ask Chris on this one because I've kind of blanked a little bit.
Oh God.
What was the other one? Was it regrettable child stories or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
So-
Here, I'll-
So this is gonna be a two-parter.
embarrassing child stories.
Embarrassing. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a two-parter right here. So my first phase was my I don't know what you want to call it, but it was in my sense my anime phase back when I was in elementary school. Myself, Matt, and Mason. You guys may know those names.
I know those names.
We in our elementary school, there was this like corner. Do you know where this is? You know how like there's that back entrance that you could walk down, that most people would go.
Yeah.
So if you go down that back entrance and you turn into the left, there's this little like triangle field there.
Oh yeah.
And the three of us, and occasionally one other person, I don't remember who he was, but I think it was just the three of us primarily, we would reenact Dragon Ball Z fights.
Oh God.
That sounds awesome.
Who
It
was
felt
Goku
awesome.
though?
I think I might have been, because I think Matt was Vegeta,
Of course.
and unfortunately Mason was always Matt's bitch for some weird reason.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, we literally did that before school, at lunch, and not after school, but that's what we did. That was a phase that I was in
I can
Did you-
relate that.
Did you guys try to go Super Saiyan?
all the time.
I
you guys
used
do
to-
the screaming.
Yeah,
Listen,
oh,
I
dude,
u- I
we'd be
used-
doing Kamehamehas too.
I used to think that if you screamed and flexed your arms, that your hair would turn golden eventually. My
I
mom
thought
was like,
so
"What
too.
the fuck's wrong with you?"
But yeah, that was a phase I went through in childhood. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures from that. Well, thankfully, I don't have any pictures. That does, however, turn me into one of my embarrassing childhood stories. I had two neighbors that I basically grew up with, and I've got a couple of stories with them. Let me ask you this: do you want to hear the one about the skirt, or you want to hear about me and my underwear?
Oh, both sound so enticing.
I mean, you just
Wow.
brought up both. So you,
I'll give you,
do
you
it.
get one or the other.
okay. I want the underwear.
Underwear?
I'm gonna be different and say skirt just because I hate him.
Oh,
let's do underwear.
All right, underwear's a pretty simple one. So, growing up, I like listening to NSYNC, and for some reason, my favorite person in NSYNC was Joey Fatone.
Why?
I don't know why. It was his red hair. That's what it was. He had red hair in NSYNC.
I see you too have a thing for red hair.
On me. I thought it really cool because it reminded me of Dragon Ball Z,
Yeah.
Kaioken. But yeah, so my two best friends at the time, Helen and Maria, they went on convincing me of things Joey Fatone did. One of the things Joey Fatone does is he sunbathes in his underwear. So I was in front of my parents' house at the time on one of the lawn chairs, just sunbathing in my underwear.
That's amazing.
They then told me he rides his bike in his underwear. So I went around the neighborhood in my underwear. And the worst part was they told me that Joey Fatone could chug a Gatorade.
Oh no.
And I tried chugging a Gatorade, and when I couldn't, I started crying because I thought I let down Joey Fatone.
Let's be clear. Boxers or briefs?
Oh, they were briefs.
Oh yikes.
They were tighty whities, man.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Yeah, who wants to try and top that one?
I'm sure you made some old man in his house very happy on that bike ride. Oh God. Mine. I guess mine's super short and sweet too. So me and Brandon, were playing baseball in my backyard. We were using tennis balls. And I had hit the last one over the fence, and we weren't about to hop it and go get it because there was like a dog on the other side or whatever. So we picked up an old basketball, and we started using a basketball as a baseball instead.
Jesus.
It was going fine, you know. I struck out, and then Brandon went and
Wait,
Brandon,
time out. You struck out on a basketball?
You
missed.
Hold on. I got out. I
That
shouldn't say
perception.
struck out because he tagged me or whatever with it.
Okay.
And then, you know, Brandon went up to bat. He got out. And then it was my turn to bat again. The first pitch, I swing the bat, and it's a metal bat, right? Aluminum, whatever. And it goes boink, and then instantly back up to my head.
Oh.
And it hit me right under my
It
eye.
recoiled you?
And that's why I don't know if you guys can see, but there's actually like this eyebrow goes up and this one like goes down.
Oh,
I
I
can't.
just
There's
I
like
can't tell.
scars.
I see
Yeah.
the scar.
Yeah, I
There's
see the
scar
scar,
tissue
but I
here.
don't see like the
I just thought there was something
the
wrong with
brow hanging low.
Yeah. But yeah. So I needed like 13 stitches or something,
Damn.
and you could see the
badass.
muscle. Like, so if I moved, it would move. It was kind of fun. I banged on my mom's window because I was like, something doesn't feel right.
Oh man.
And I saw that it was bleeding.
I could just imagine your mom's.
I was banging on the window. She's like, "Stop hitting the fucking glass. You're going to break the window." And then she saw it. She was like, "Oh, shit."
That's exactly how your mom would react.
And then she got mad because I was using a white towel.
my mom would do the same thing. I know that's like.
But yeah, so I made it to the emergency room.
Did you
Got
survive?
yes.
Oh, thank God.
I know. It was touch and go there for a little bit.
That's how Chris Facts were born.
But yeah, I just I remember Brandon was like out. Like he made sure I was like fine and my mom was there, but then he just dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I hit myself in the face with the baseball bat.
I would have left you too if I was there. Like how old are you?
God.
25?
No, this was probably like 13, 12,
I
some
would
shit
dip,
like that.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So, what's your embarrassing story? You got a lot of them.
So, one that I found really cringy
Oh.
was so I was with my mom, in church when I was younger. I remember she was in full deep prayer, right? And then for some reason, this was before any communions I had or anything like that. I noticed that people went up to the priests and they always grabbed these little like wafer things.
Oh, God.
I call them Christ flakes. And I was always wondering, like, what are those? How do they taste like? I didn't realize they were on a special occasion. So my mom was deep in prayer and everyone was going up. I went up to the priest and asked him, and he gave me one. And then I went up to the other guy handing him out.
Damn.
So I come back and I have like 4 of them. And my mom's like, oh my God, Peter, just make sure I'm going to be okay, right? Because apparently I did something terrible. And I was about to say, like, okay, at the end of the day, I did learn a valuable lesson. They do not taste that good.
They really don't.
You
No.
basically pulled a Nicolas Cage.
Oh, yeah? They were...
I'm going to steal the body of Christ.
I to this day, my mom's like, don't ever do that again. That is bad. That is. She laughs at most like stupid stuff I've done.
She does.
That was the one thing.
Don't mess with Jesus.
Oh no, absolutely not. Christ flakes, not for everybody.
So real quick, you said you went up to a priest and got 1. You went to the other guy, got 2. Where did the other 2 come from?
There's 2 other people.
Oh my! So you literally went to every.
Because they from what I remember, they devote like a really certain amount of time because everyone just lines up so they can't just have one person. So I just like honestly, some of them I just kind of hid between guys and I kind of acted like I was like,
Was this
I'm their son.
was it at the place you did Polish school?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that place is huge. So that's
Big
why.
enough to have 4 dudes
Yeah.
hanging out. Christ.
Oh, yeah,
feast.
fine.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about the funding goes? And next time, I honestly could use some like seasoning, some salt. I don't know, maybe some cheese with it.
Well, that's why you're supposed to get the blood
wine.
of Christ
Is it
too.
the wine?
What about some steak seasoning?
You shouldn't want to throw an aspirin from the wine, right? And that is my most of it. I look back down like, man, I'm an idiot.
I mean, how old are you?
I probably was around like 10, 11.
Exactly.
That's okay.
Yeah, you can't be expected to know shit by then.
Yeah.
Christ flakes.
What
Man,
about you, Dan? You ever indulged in some Christ flakes?
man, you guys are tame compared to mine. All right, where do I begin? So I guess this is the most embarrassing one that I could remember. It was definitely the one that had the most repercussions as far as like my future goes. So when I was I was in 3rd grade. I don't know what year that is or what age it is. Like what, 7, 8 years old or something like that.
God.
I can't remember.
I don't even know. But anyways, I had eaten like a big lunch and
13.
No, it's
13.
Not. Is it 13?
It can't be.
No, that's impossible. 13 is
You're
like middle
18
school.
when you graduate high school. 3rd grade, 9.
No
You should have been
way.
like 9.
Yeah,
9
no,
or 10.
sorry. Eight.
Like 8 or 9, 8 or 9 or something like that. Man, I had a big lunch, man, and my stomach was feeling it. And like this was probably like it's towards the end of the day, man. I was like, yeah, we're probably like 30 minutes before school ended.
Oh no.
And man, I was so gassy, dude. Like I just need to fart real bad. And and man, like I did like everything I could, like all the sitting techniques, like I like just squeeze my ass cheeks and like clench just to like not fart. But man, dude, this thing had a mission and it was coming out. And then like I think I just like moved a certain way and I farted. And I let out like man, I ripped a major ass in the middle of class, and it was so loud, man. Dude, like everyone heard it. And to make matters worse, I didn't just like ignore like I didn't do it. I started coughing. So I brought all the attention to myself when I did it.
So you cough before, after, or during?
After. So it was like I farted and then I started coughing.
Sorry guys, this fart's making me cough.
I gotta.
But it was like an obviously fake cough that like you just forced yourself to do,
So it's like
so that people would just not like notice. And man, everyone noticed because like dude, like 5 people started laughing.
was it like?
It was like yeah, basically like that. It was like and some kids were like, "Ew, he farted."
You should have done.
Man, it was.
Did you at least
so
turn
bad.
around
Kids are
when they looked at you?
assholes.
Dude, yeah, man. No, man. When you're, dude, that's what I realized, man. Like, when we're young, man, we're assholes. Like, there's just no regard for human life. And yeah, I didn't live it down for like a while, man. I started getting shit for probably like a couple weeks after that. They're like, "Yo, you gonna fart again after class?" And I was like, "Nah, I ain't feeling it today."
Please tell me you at least turned around when everyone started looking at you, but you were in the back of the room, so you just stared at the wall.
No, I wasn't even in the back of the room, man. I was in like the middle of
Oh,
in the
God.
middle of the room too.
What you should have done is as soon as you started coughing, you should have been like, "Oh, I think some of it might have gotten in my mouth." That's why you could have blamed the guy in front of you.
I know, right? Unfortunately, I wasn't that smart back then.
Next time they start looking at, just vomit.
You know what?
That's actually better, I think, than farting in class, right?
No.
Could be.
No. I'm saying not saying it's better for you. What I mean is like, okay, when you were younger, and
Yep.
someone farted in class, what's grosser, someone farting or vomiting in class?
I'd go with shitting their pants.
Yeah,
That's hard to say. I don't know. I feel like it's funnier to fart, but like more gross to vomit.
Yeah.
No, hell, you guys.
Yeah, I feel like when someone
There's something
vomits,
about
I'll
the
be
sound.
Oh, I'd rather a
farting.
fart. Fart's so much better.
Yeah, I think vomiting sounds worse. I'm so desensitized to it though. Like, I don't think it is actually worse though.
I feel like for me, it's
See.
like when you vomit, it's like, oh man, that person's sick. But when they fart, it's just like, just farted.
You know they made a whole TV show about that?
I know they
It's
did.
called Terrence and Phillip.
Yeah, exactly. But no, man, it's just so funny. And yeah, that's my embarrassing story. Took me a couple weeks to
So remember that?
no. It took me a couple weeks to finally have people to forget about it and not get made fun of for it. For a while.
It's probably in your archive of other times you farted.
Yeah, I wish I could say it was the first time it happened, but I've definitely done it a couple more times.
Oh God. Well, we still got a little bit of time. Everyone willing to go one more round of embarrassing childhood stories?
God,
Oh, I didn't know we'd go another round.
I got a good one to start
go
off.
Okay.
So
shit.
same group of people again. Myself, Helen, and Maria, and we were at Panera. Actually, you guys will know this Panera. Dino, it's over by the boba place we go to.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Over by the rival high school that has the McDonald's across the street from it. McDonald's, Pizza Hut.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that Paul went to.
Yeah.
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 So right across the street from that, there's a Panera, and we're finishing up eating at Panera, and I had the genius idea. We're running up to the door, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show these guys how smart I am. I'm gonna go push the handicap button, so that way, the door automatically opens up." So I ran to the door trying to get there before anyone else would, and primarily Helen, and then I pulled the fire alarm.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
that's awesome.
Oh my god.
I've never done that.
I
That's
pulled
awesome.
the
always
fire
wanted
I
to.
thought that was the handicap button, and then my mom grabs my hand, and we just book it out of there. As we're in the car, like starting to leave the parking lot, I see the fire truck pull.
Oh no.
My mom's like, "We can never come back here again."
Have you ever been back there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They don't recognize me with the beard now.
Nice. You got away with
You
it.
imagine I walk in one day like, you.
They have a picture.
You're walking to the bathroom and you stop for a second. You look in the corner of your eye. You see the fire alarm. Hey, I know you. What's up? How you been?
Like I've pulled you before.
So mine comes when I was a super young kid. I'm talking like maybe 6 years old. And I don't remember any of this. It's just all stories I've heard. But me and my cousin were playing like marbles in his room. And I don't know why, but something took me over, right? And I was like, this marble needs to get up my nose right now. So I put it up there, right? And I get it. It's actually up there. It's fine. It's working.
It's working? The marble is working or you're working?
No, my plan.
Oh.
But then it won't come back out. And I'm having trouble breathing. And so my cousin, and he's like 7, right? He's young too. He runs and gets my dad and my aunt, right? And they're like, God damn it, you're such an idiot. And they're trying to like get it out. They can't. Damn. And at this point, like, I'm like struggling to breathe. I'm not getting enough oxygen because I'm like hyperventilating now and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
my dad picks me up. He throws me on the table with my back on it, and then he like hits my chest, and it comes flying out.
So, couple questions there.
Yep.
Did you try breathing from your mouth at any point?
No, I was a stupid kid.
Okay. The next question is, what were you trying to accomplish?
I honestly I can't tell you. It was I was a dumb kid.
Yeah.
Like dumb adult.
Hey,
but,
at least you
know.
picked that orifice and not another one.
Yeah, I wasn't experienced with that one.
Pete, you got one, or are we passing you?
You know what? Give me one more moment to think about it.
What about you, Dino? You got one?
Man, I've got so many. We have to extend this podcast for like
WWE belt.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, that
did
wasn't
that
a
one.
childhood mistake.
That was an adulthood mistake. Let's see. Oh yeah, I had one childhood memory too, and it was I was at my friend's house back then. He was like one of my best friends back then, and I had gone to his place to go. I just did sleep over at his place, and I had
my house?
No, it
No.
wasn't my house. No. This is like
Is it T?
No. This is like 3rd, 4th grade before I had moved to the area.
Okay.
And it was my haircuts or whatever. And I used to have like pretty like decently long hair back then. It wasn't like super long, but like I don't know, it was long. It was longish. And like him and I got on the topic of just cutting hair.
Oh,
And
no.
he just so happened to have a pair of scissors because every kid has a pair of scissors in their place because when they're doing construction homework and stuff. And we went to his bathroom and we just started cutting our hairs. And I remember this so vividly, dude. I had this like huge patch in the middle of my head, and I thought I cut the front of my hair too, and I thought I was like, oh, this looks so good, like my parents are gonna love it because I don't have to go home, or I don't have to go and like pay for my next haircut. Yeah, right. I saved like $10 to go.
$10 whole dollars.
Yeah. And I was like, man, this is so exciting. I can't wait to show them the next day. So I finished sleepover and I go to their place. And man, I show them. I'm like, Mom, look, I like cut my hair. And dude, she flipped out, man. Like then she called my dad. I'm like, oh God. When she calls my dad, that's a problem
I'm
right
so
there.
boned, right?
Yeah, I'm so boned. So my dad started laughing. He's like, what did you do to your hair? He's like, and it was that was a Sunday. So which means that I had school the next day.
Yeah.
So he was like, we need to get your hair fixed right now, or else you're gonna go to school tomorrow and you're just gonna get made fun of like crazy. So we found some like late night working hair salon, and they're like, they just bring me in there, and like he just shows me to the barber, and he's like, we gotta fix that. I was like, how bad is it? Dude, he basically like shaved my head off, man. I had I'm not bald like you, Chris, but like I had like a little like stubble going on, you know? It was I think it was the hair ever got.
It's like the equivalent of those probably those doctors that probably fix like famous like mob bosses
Yeah.
on the side. They're like,
Yeah.
Can you fix them?
No.
Maybe. Like 10 grand.
Right? Man, my dad paid like a royalty fee to have him fix it.
Little did they know you went to school the next day and farted.
But yeah, that was the only other one I can think off the top of my head.
So I'm gonna ask you this, Peter. you just cracked open something that I've been quite interested in. It's a beer that Dino brought to my house well before we started this podcast, months before. Can you describe can you first tell the name of the beer and describe what it tastes like?
He aged it.
So it's called Blueberry Pancake Munchies. It's a porter with blueberry and maple.
What's a porter?
It sounds so good.
A porter is like a stout. It's like a beer that's trying to be a stout, but decided to f off a little bit.
What's a
be
stout?
A little bit different. That's a good question.
God,
I don't know.
starting this.
I'm not going into this. Okay. I don't want to be a beer podcast because there's another beer podcast that's gonna school me.
So what does it taste like?
Is it good?
Actually, I was not drinking it for the taste. I was just drinking it for the alcohol. But let me give you one second.
I bought it and I was like, yeah.
All right, give me one more sip.
It's like a shot to go with that.
Actually, yeah. It's like a, I don't know, Guinnessy flavor. I do taste some I don't taste much blueberry. I taste the maple, but maple's like a stronger flavor than blueberry,
Right.
in my personal opinion. So it's good. I definitely feel like this is. How old is this?
Dude, that's like
We'll check the bottom. I
at
think it was
least-
canned in January.
at least
Oh,
6
God.
months.
Oh
Yeah.
Um,
It's a little aged.
still falling off. Stuff with like dark beers with that kind of like flavorings or add-ins typically fall off pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's not bad.
No, just
Like,
curious.
there's one in Canada. You could try it though.
It's been sitting in my fridge for God knows
Have
how
it with
long.
some pancakes. Like pour it on top instead of maple
That's what I
syrup.
thought, but I realized that's stupid.
Yeah.
What breakfast drink?
I had bought that like
January.
when I first got to celebrate me getting a job.
Oh, wow.
I will.
Was that?
I said, wow. That's.
I know, dude. That's like
I
a
do
long
have my
time
last
ago.
story.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
please.
Yeah,
I do.
please.
I find this one is repressed into my mind.
Oh God.
Man, those are the best, right?
Okay, so when I was in Polish school, which is oddly enough the same church I took those Christ flakes from.
Yep.
Every Friday we go to Polish school. It is the equivalent of like Sunday school, I think, but it was to learn how to speak Polish, write Polish, and all that. And let me tell you, I fucking hated it. God damn it, dude. It's like my Friday night goes on, I still have something to do right after class. And at the end of every semester, what you had to do was you got this little like ribbon thing that you pass the class.
Yeah.
Which everyone freaking passed the class. You pretty much paid to pass the class. And then you had another ribbon saying you were excellent in class, right? And just to let you know, my mom did all my homework,
Nice.
right? Like
That's
she,
actually pretty funny.
yeah.
I wish my mom could have done
That's
my
why I
homework.
speak such broken Polish sometimes.
Can you write in Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh, you
tough.
can?
At least
Yeah.
you learn
Yeah.
something.
And so here's the thing. There's some other people that we know too that were in my class. They both got that ribbon for passing, that ribbon for excellency, right?
Yeah.
Now I didn't,
Try hard.
right? So I began crying. Right,
That's understandable.
And it's funny. I could pull that up for next episode, right? I just remember in my we have like these little graduation clothes, right? And the teacher's next to me. I'm literally like making a crying face, like.
Did you tell your mom that she didn't get the excellence badge?
No,
for
Mom
you?
was there, but I was like, Peter, it's okay. You can try hard next year. I'm like, no, I don't want to fucking do homework like that.
She should have
was
said
crying.
she'll try harder next
And-
year.
and, I think about it now. I'm like, man, I cried because I didn't do shit. Whereas now, if I had that mentality like in college, I'm like, dude, that's freaking awesome. Hell yeah.
Right, just to pass.
Yeah, without me doing shit.
Dude, that's become like my mentality, man. My old mentality was like, man, I gotta pass to the top of the grade, like top of the class. Gotta be like the best. Now I'm just like, dude, I just want to pass. Like,
No, that moment, my mom thinks it's hilarious. My mom was like flipping through photos, like, hey, Peter, remember when you cried during school?
Wait, she has a photo of that?
Dude, yeah, no, I'm next to
Oh
my
my
teacher. I'm making the
God.
face, right? Where I'm like, you see, like, my cheeks are red. I have, like, tear streaks coming down. But I'm like,
That is, if you can find that, we need to put that up.
it's
I tell you.
fantastic.
I do have one thing to add as a part of my week. The chicken actually re-kicked it in.
Wow.
So me and Peter went to Fry the Coop. It's
Okay.
this really amazing chicken place.
Oh yeah.
It was fan-fucking-tastic. I've never had better chicken in my fucking life. We went there with somebody else, right? So I got the tenders with medium, like, spice on it. It was really good. like not too much heat. The spices were directly on my lips though, so like they were kind of on fire. Him and the other guy got a chicken sandwich with hot on it.
Which is the one above.
Yeah, just one step higher, not much, different. He eats it perfectly fine, nothing wrong. He barely drinks water, anything like that. Our buddy eats it and he is dying. Like every bite was a battle for him. It was ridiculous. Like we were there like 20 minutes after Peter and I were done with our stuff because he was just one bite at a time and like drinking water and everything. It was ridiculous.
So we checked the receipt. We both ordered apparently the same thing. And keep in mind, there was no bias in the order in terms of who was ordering what, because we got our chicken sandwiches in the same bag, and he was actually the first one to grab a random sandwich from the bag.
Yep.
Oh,
So
man.
he's just a little mad at me right now because I called him a little bee because he can't handle his heat. Right? He's like, Peter, there's no way you got the same chicken sandwich. He's, I'm fine. He's like literally dying over here.
Yeah, he was like, we have to go next week and get the same thing, and then
Yeah,
you have to
that's
pick
what we're
first
doing.
this time.
We're both gonna get a sandwich. We're gonna cut him in half, and he's because he's that convinced. He's so mad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys go, I want to go, man. I love
Honestly,
spicy
yeah,
chicken. Man.
you guys should come because this literally the best chicken I've ever
Oh, we should.
had.
This is a good diet you're talking about.
Actually, you want to
Hey,
wrap
man,
this video?
diet doesn't start until the gym opens back up.
They have bad news. They've been open.
Yeah, but the gym did open up again.
Here's the problem, right? The gym has such crap times. Like they close at like 8 at night.
Let's
It's
get
like,
a better
what?
gym.
Yeah, nerd.
That's like the old Power Thirst commercials. When God gives you lemons, you find a new God.
God, I wish it was that easy.
But if you guys go, man, I totally like to go. Just want to
Yeah.
try this place out. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe their chicken sandwiches will be better than the Popeyes chicken sandwich. 'Cause
That's
I gave
very
it.
controversial.
I know, man. I
It
gave
was.
that a 9 out of
It was.
10.
From,
So
from what I could tell, yeah, the chicken is so much
I would
better.
love to try
the
this
chicken,
out, man.
the pickles, and the coleslaw. Oh,
Yeah.
Like to try it out, especially at like the hottest heat that they got.
Oh,
because
I think
love
you'd die.
spicy. I
So, yeah,
love
they
spicy
have
foods.
5 levels of heat. One's mild, medium, hot. It's like, what was it? Like insane, or no, it was like spicy or something, and then insane.
and then the last level is like you die when you take a shit.
That was my problem with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, God.
Because I used to eat their like hottest hot sauce, but it wasn't that hot going in, but it was really hot coming out.
And on that bombshell, I'd like to thank you guys for listening in or watching this week's episode. If you are one of our new listeners on Spotify, iTunes, or one of the many other podcasting apps there are, please feel free to take a look at the video podcast on YouTube. And if you're a YouTube watcher, you can listen to our podcast on the go on iTunes, Spotify, and all those other fun stuff.
Check out the website.
Not really. Website's okay.
Oof.
Oh, I like the website. It's got,
Yeah,
it's got
not
the
bad.
website has a link to all of our old videos, so you can watch all of our old topics. And if you like those old topics, feel free to drop a like and comment on those videos as well.
Those guys send me money for my craft beer needs. I need that, please. Like,
And my
please, I'm
chicken
sorry.
needs, I gotta get fat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us this week, and look forward to drinking with you again.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.